Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. We're at a different time than usual, and we're going to try and keep it a little bit short tonight. But I wanted to not miss a Sunday or Think Creatively Sunday Live. So thanks so much for um, accommodating that, and hopefully we will have some folks joining here in a few minutes. I'm 2 minutes early, so I just wanted to share that we are now in the January subscription or the February subscription period, which is some beautiful cards that are going to be Valentine in nature, but hearts aren't for just for Valentine's. So I'm so excited to see what we can make with that whenever it gets to us. I know we have a whole month probably before that is, but I'm excited to give that a look and try it out. So I'm very excited to be here this evening. I have two fun alternate cards to create with you this evening, and we're just gonna give it a moment and see if we have some people joining. And if not, then we'll go at it and we will be quick about it. And so these are some of the cards we made last week. So we made the cards that the kit was designed for. Let me put you down to the table. There we go. Goodness, my computer is in half the screen. All right, so these are the beautiful cards that the kit was designed to create. They're gorgeous, all on their own. But as you know, we like to try for alternates. Hey, Jan, thanks so much for joining. Glad you're here. We have some fun tonight. And then last week, I did make an alternate. So this was one I made prior to last week, and then this was the one we designed on the live last week. So really fun, beautiful card, and we're using that paper. I'm not going to be able to tell you the name of it. Let me see here if I can get my hands on this right here. It is the Storybook Moments paper. It's so gorgeous. I just love it. So we're going to play with that tonight as well. So I have two cards planned. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit getting over my cough and cold and stuff. So the first card we're going to do is this fun card, and we're going to kind of design our own background with the cardstock. So I have some pieces cut here, but we're going to use this card base right here, and I'm going to just move some of this stuff out of the way so we have room on the table. There we go. And not so much. Hey, Susan, nice of you to join us this evening. Sorry we are later than normal. I was just sharing that we are going to make this fun card. We're going to do our own little design on the back of it. I think it's fun to kind of create your own background paper. So that's what we're going to do on this card base right here. And I have two of our Stampin' Write markers out. I have the Mossy Meadow and I have Old Olive. So I'm going to start with the Old Olive and we're going to use the paintbrush end, here. And I'm just going to be going across here like so. And we're just going to come along and make our own design and sometimes go this way so that we get a nice clean edge on that side. So like that. And it isn't gonna matter once it dries completely. All the little extra markings and stuff, it'll all work itself out. Okay, so I just like to make sure we get a good edge on the edge of the paper, and so we're just coming in and coloring like this. Okay, and so that's our first little go at it. All right. I'm trying to decide. No, I think that's good. All right. Then we are going to come in with the mossy meadow, and we're going to just come across here and we're going to draw some lines in. And I'm trying not to get that edge there. There we go. We're just drawing in the lines. And this I'm putting at the top of each one, like so. But it just kind of reminded me of the fern leaves itself. So I'm going to come back in now with the old olive, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing right next to that line. And we're just going to keep drawing lines across here. And it's okay if they run into each other. There just isn't any method or madness. It's just kind of creating a pattern on here. And I like the diagonal look to it. Okay. Now I'm going to use the the little thinner edge of the mossy meadow, and we're going to come in and do some lines across here in the center. And I'm going to go a little slower over that edge to get it on here. And we're just filling up the space with these lines. So nothing special or crazy about it. It's just creating a background, right? And you can just keep adding to it and see what you need to add, when to stop. You just kind of have to play around and keep going with it. And so that's what we're doing here. And I like being a little unique and creative this way. Not always this artistic, I would say. If this is artistic, I'm not sure. Kind of brave, I guess you might think. So here we go. We're gonna just come in the middle of there and there. All right, and so let's see. I think what I want now is some darker lines coming in again here, and I might just go, every other one. But I want some darker lines in here. And I might just bring some excuse me. It still just kind of catches me. Let's see if we could get something in there and in here. And I think I'm kind of done. That's kind of it. And then what I did do with the mossy meadow is I kind of came along the edge of here with the brush end, and I just wanted to give like a little frame look a little bit to the paper, to kind of clean up any of those edges. So you're not going to see it at all on the back. It's only on the front that you will see it. And so that's our, hey Wanda, So that's our kind of background paper that we are creating. So let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. All right, so let's zip along then. So this was the card, and so you can see very similar but different. They're always going to be different on here. And let me see if I can get my screen to focus. It's trying to focus in on too many things is the thing. So let's see here. What's the deal? What is the deal? Never seen it be so bad. There we go. I guess it's those lines really that it's trying to do too much with. So I'll move that away from it. All right. I put my markers away, but I wasn't quite ready for that. I wanted to show you because I did a little bit of this on the inside as well. So on our card here, this is what I did on the inside, just to kind of give it a little decorative look. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And I'm going to use the fat end of the mossy meadow, and I only did it on two sides like this. I'm sorry, this is old olive. And then I'm going to use the thin end of the mossy meadow and just come next to it like that. And a bit of a plaid look. And so that's going to be the inside of our card for you to write a message. So we're going to have that on the inside like this. And we'll go ahead and put this down. I guess you could say this is a bit of a minimalist card because we don't have a lot of fancy stuff happening on it. But I love this inside. It's just fun. Very fun. Okay, so I have our leaf and I have our vellum, but I was thinking maybe doing something a little bit different here. So I didn't know if we might be able to bring in one of these little gold leaves. We can still use our vellum piece. So we can put our vellum down and we could bring in a gold leaf. I kind of like that. Just bring in a gold leaf like so. I think that would look good. But I'm thinking also that I would like to add some linen thread. I just have to find mine. It's over here somewhere. Or some kind of twine. Let's see. What do I have handy? Because I feel like, oh, here we go. Should be some of my little tote here. So just find my linen thread. Oh my goodness. I don't see any in here either. Where is it? Maybe back here. Sorry about that delay. Thought I had it handy here. It seems to be hiding from me. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think this needs some linen thread on it. So I really love the gold leaf. I think that will be a nice little add to this. But I also think we need to have a linen thread bow. So let me get my scissors here to just kind of do one of those floppy bows. Straighten this out a bit. Y'all, I have no fingernails ever since this whole nail thing's going on. I have no fingernails whatsoever. It's quite a mess. All right, so I don't think we can do that much. So we're going to create a little floppy bow here. It's quite big and floppy. Then we will use that to put on here. All right, so let's go ahead and put down our vellum. So I'm going to use a glue dot for that because it'll get covered up. So I'm going to put one down here on here, and then I'm just going to put another one up here just to adhere this good. So I'm just putting this on in the center of here like so, and then we're going to have our fern coming in like that. Now I think I'm going to put this on dimensionals. I think that will work great. We don't need a lot of dimensionals. So let's see here what we have. How's everybody doing this evening? Anybody start to play with their December kit yet? I think Jan, you said that you just got yours. So fun. All right, now I'm going to put this on with just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going to put some dots up the center of here and put that right on here like so. Oh, I love that. So pretty. Love it. Okay, so we're going to add the bow, and I think I'm going to put it on right here. But we need to figure out our sentiment. So I think I'm going to use the hello, just like the other one. So I'm getting Blackberry Bliss. Is this the one I have open? Is it? No. Let me grab this other one. This is the one. Yep. All right. So I have hello, and we're going to use the round tag for that. So let's go ahead and stamp our hello. Ooh, big giant hair. All right. You got your kit on Friday, Wanda. Yay. That's awesome. It's awesome. All right. So there's my hello. And that's going to go on there. So let's just set this aside. And we will pop that up. Oh, I think we're going to need to put a little bit more little tiny glue dot up here to get this to lay down better. There we go. And that's going to hold. Just give it a second. Give it a second there to just tack down. There we go. All right, so we're going to put some dimensionals on here. The little hello. And you got yours on Friday, Jan. Okay. Oh, these are gonna be perfect for that. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna add the little hello right up here, like so. And then I'm gonna add a glue dot to our little ribbon here. our little linen thread. Grab a hold of that and just curl that over like so. And we're going to add that right here to the bottom of our ferns. And then I'm going to give this a little trim because they are really long. We don't need them to be that long. And then that's our card. So really, I just love this background. It's fun. All right, that was a little different, just adding the gold on there. And so just kind of similar card. I had the ribbon over here we used last week. And now we just add in the little gold fern die cut. And so that's that card. So that's our first card. And I have one more for you tonight. And I think it'll be fun as well. Keeping it simple. It was a long day, and so, but like I said, I didn't want to let another time go by. We had already missed so much in December. So on here, I'm going to use thank you, and I'm going to use this longer label. So we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment since I have my ink out right now. All right. And so I'm just going to do that real quick. And I think we got that centered. Yeah, I believe so, Jan. I think it's going to be great. Perfect for beginners. I mean, this kit is gorgeous. So it's not, it's simple, but it's also very beautiful. So great selection on your part. All right, so now we have these pieces. Let's go ahead and fold our card base down. I don't know, somewhere I've lost my foam folder on this table. Can't figure out where I put it. So we are going to make a card in this direction. We rarely do that. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. It's not my usual plan. So we are going to just have a simple card base of white, basic white on the inside. And there's not a lot of sentiments to, make like a front and an inside sentiment with the kit. So I'm just going to leave this blank. And we're going to make this into a thank you card. So this is paper from that storybook paper. And so we're got a little bit of a wider frame going on here. But we're going to use some of that space up because I want to add this scallop edge that is left over from one of the other kits. Oh, good. Awesome. That's great, Jan. All right, so I'm just going to trim this off here, and I'm going to actually do a little rounding on this edge to kind of give it a similar look over here. This isn't going to show. It's all going to be behind. And we're going to go ahead and glue this down on the right side. So let's see. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down this side here. And then it's going to be tricky in a sense because I don't want to get a ton of glue everywhere. There we go. Now I can kind of line it up. All right, using my grid paper as I should, right? So we're going to put this on here. And good, I didn't get glue everywhere. So that's on here. And it looks fairly even on this side. A little bit of glue poking out here. Let's see if I can just get that off there. All right. So we just have a little bit of a scallop edge there. And then that's going to go on here. So it's going to be a little bit more at the top than there is at the bottom, or I could trim off. I think I might do that. I think I'll just trim off about 1/4 of an inch. And then I can give you some dimensions on this. So let me just take off 1/4 of an inch right there. And I can give you some dimensions on this piece. So this piece is 5 inches by 3.5. Okay. And so now it's going to fit nicely on here, just like so. And we could add this on the inside. That would be nice. Actually could go this direction with it across the bottom. That might be nice. All right, so we have this piece here, and I want to make sure I get some glue on that edge of that scallop piece, like so. And then we're going to put this down on here. I'll get it centered on here. There we go. Got a little glue poking out. There we go. That's pretty. I like that. I'm guessing this is a Lost Lagoon, but different generations. I like that with the mossy meadow. Very pretty. All right, so we have our fern again. I'm kind of stuck on these ferns, as you can tell. And we have a thank you. And so I think I want the thank you to come down here like so and come off the edge there with our fern. I think it's going to be like that. I might add another bow on here with the linen thread, but we'll put this on with some dimensionals. And I mean, honestly, what I'm showing you today is that you can have a very similar layout, and it can end up looking very different. We need to put our vellum down. So let me get some glue dots. This vellum is going to kind of hide itself in a sense with the paper, but I think it's a nice added element to have, and we have them to use. So, all right, I'm turning this a little bit different, and now we'll come in with our fern leaf, and I'm gonna bring that. Guess we'll go ahead and I think I'm gonna turn it this way. It's okay that it's different. All right, because the leaves of the vellum is coming up this way. That's okay. All right, then we're going to bring this across here. I think we'll move it up a bit. And I guess since I'm putting it across here, I'm just going to use some glue dots on the back of here. Because there's nowhere to really put any more dimensionals at the placement that I want to put this, because I'm putting it all the way up in here. But I want this to come off a little bit. So there we go. Like that. And then let's add a linen bow to this. And we'll add some of the gemstones that came in the kit to this one. I think that'll be nice. And I think that will do it. What do y'all think? Simple, right? These are simple. Very, but different. I really appreciate y'all joining me at a different time today. We're just going to add that right down here like so. All right. So I think I'm just going to add it like that right there. Right there. And I can do a little bit of trimming here. Not much, but some. Okay, I have my gems. I'm going to get my take your pick tool. Let's add a few of these on here. I'm going to add one here and here. And then maybe one down here. That looks nice. What do you think? So even though these are not greatly different, you know, look how you can use almost the same elements and end up with something totally different. So those are 2 alternate cards for tonight. And next week we'll use the roses, I'm pretty sure, because I've pretty much used all of my ferns up, but I just love them. They're so pretty. They almost look real. The imagery almost looks real. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for joining me this evening. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great week ahead. I knew we were going to be a little short today. So, but we got through 2 cards, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Bye, everybody.